they want me dead. Been there, done that. A while back, I got sick. I thought, no big deal. A few days in bed, some rest, I'll be right as rain. But a few days later, I knew this was different. I wasn't getting stronger, I was getting weaker. My sisters, Mary and Martha, had to do everything for me. You know you're not long for this world when everyone leans over you, forces a smile, and says things like, it's going to be okay. You're going to be just fine. I remember thinking, I am not going to be fine. It got so serious that my sisters sent word to the rabbi, Jesus of Nazareth. He's a friend of the family. I know how that sounds, that I would claim friendship with the greatest man in the world. But we are friends. He told me so himself. He stayed in my home many times. I can't tell you what an honor it's been to break bread with the Messiah. Anyway, my sisters sent word to the rabbi. They didn't tell him to come. You don't tell the Messiah what to do. They just let him know that they were losing me, and the rest was up to him. And then I passed on into the next life. Yeah. Days later, the rabbi showed up in my little town. Martha ran out to meet him, and she said, "Rabbi, if you had been here, Lazarus wouldn't have died." And the rabbi said, "Your brother will rise again." And Martha said, Yes, I know he'll rise again in the resurrection." And the rabbi said, "Martha, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will never die. Do you believe me, Martha?" And she said, Yes, Rabbi, I believe everything you say. You're the Son of God." And the rabbi headed over to my tomb. Martha ran back to fetch Mary, and the streets filled with people. Mary came running up to the rabbi, sobbing. She fell at his feet, and she said, "Rabbi, if only you'd been here, Lazarus wouldn't have died." And the rabbi cried right there in front of everyone. Then he told the men to open the tomb. Martha whispered to him that I'd been dead for 4 days, that it wasn't a pretty sight. The rabbi said, "Martha, didn't I tell you, if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" And then the rabbi raised his face to heaven and prayed. And he said, "Thank you, Father, for always hearing me. But I thank you now in this moment for the witness of all these people, so they'll understand you sent me." And he pointed at the tomb. And he said, "Lazarus, come out." And instantly I was back in this life, back in this body, but strong and whole. And I found myself surrounded by my family and friends, all of them frightened and then laughing and then cheering. And the rabbi standing there smiling with tears in his eyes. They tell me that thousands of people have come to believe in Jesus since the day I walked out of that tomb. And for that, I am very grateful. It's been an honor to do my part for the kingdom, for him. And as you might imagine, everyone wants to hear my story. They want to tell me how life-changing, how world-changing my resurrection has been for them. And they want to tell me about Jesus standing there outside my tomb, crying for me. They don't know why he was crying, though. But I do. Everyone thinks he was crying because he missed me. No. He knew that in 32 seconds, he was going to call my name and I was going to walk right out of that tomb. He knew that in 32 seconds, my sisters would have their brother back. He knew that in 32 seconds, half the country would want to crown him king, and the temple leaders would want him dead. No, he was crying for me because he knew he was about to call me back from heaven, back to a place to which I did not wish to go. That I would be a target as well, and have my dying to do all over again. And you want to know what the next life is like, yes? It's so beautiful. And there are no words in this life to describe the next one. But I can tell you this. I am counting my heartbeats until I get to go.